Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, I'm with you from my office location today. Happy Valentine's Day, whether you're celebrating or not. I hope you're having a wonderful day overall, and of course, even if you're not too superstitious or traditional in terms of celebrating, or maybe you don't have a partner to celebrate with, it's always a great idea to celebrate people who are close to you, and that could be a Valentine's as well. It's not just about romantic partners, but also to celebrate yourself. And that's like one of the things. I know somebody will say, but aren't we supposed to do that always, like every day? Yes, definitely, but for some people it's harder. It sounds harder than, it is harder than it sounds. There we go. So it's a good idea to start with at least acknowledging yourself and doing something special for yourself on the holidays, on the weekends, like specific days, at least when you get that natural reminder that, oh yeah, today I'm gonna treat myself to I don't know, a long bubble bath, right? Or instead of going home to, I don't know, kids and husband to cook dinner, I'm gonna take myself out for a walk, or I'm gonna go to see a musical or something, right? Like, it doesn't even have to be, even if you have a person or people around you who you're kind of supposed to be spending time with, it doesn't mean that you have to, right? Maybe for you Valentine's Day would be special for doing something that you are passionate about. Others might not be into it, and that's fine, and you can do it by yourself. Of course it can be, you can buy something for yourself, but think of it more like things that you don't necessarily do naturally, right? In the same way, if you're buying something for yourself, something that is not like already on your shopping list or your shopping cart in Amazon, like things that you need. No, this is like, oh yeah, finally I'll find time and buy something I need. That's a good start, but take it an extra notch and add something else that you probably wouldn't buy otherwise. But today, this is a proclamation of love, so why not? Okay, I'm gonna start. This is gonna be our daily read for the feminines and masculines, for the collective. I am gonna start with the Keepers of the Light Oracle for each twin to get some guidance, and then we'll move with tarot. I've got the Thelema deck, I've got the holographic deck. We are rolling. Okay, so for the feminines, we've got the White Eagle, the Ancestor Spirit. We're just doing Ancestor reading a couple of days back, so this is a reminder that ancestors are close, they're watching, they're interested in you succeeding, and essentially they're asking you to connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. I would just say boldly but honestly that pretty much all key wounds that you are discovering, processing, and healing in this lifetime are connected to your lineage, whether you like it or not. They may be more directly or indirectly connected to specific storylines of your ancestors, right? Because different kind of blockages or patterns could manifest differently in the physical, but essentially the idea is the same. And that's one of the ways of how we make decisions on like which lineage, which family to incarnate into. Like, those family or lineage issues are supposed to match with our contract and what we are here to accomplish. Probably not fully, but like a good overlap, so we can make that impact on a global level, but also for that specific family line. For the masculines, we have Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Look at that. Beautiful. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So essentially masculines are getting downloads that they're supposed to grasp and understand, no matter how unusual and unexpected they are. Okay, glad that you're able to see the cards, maybe even a little bit better like that. Yes, there we go. Okay, And the bottom of the deck, the Star. This is the Aquarius energy, the season that we're in. I'm talking about Aquarius a lot this day, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. Don't want to be a broken record, but to me, this is very much connected to that healing energy that we just were reading about with this white eagle, and with the downloads for that matter, right? Because that's also that connection with the spirit, with other realms, and healing through understanding your place, your mission, and understanding why you're going through what you're going through. Okay, cards are literally jumping out, so I'm just gonna go with it. So we're a Tower card there. That should be fun. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, again, healing, extra healing, right? Like something that comes up for us as a wounding that is a hint, that is like a Google Maps route for us with like pins, you know, of like what are we supposed to discover. And if you're thinking about a few topics at the same time that come up to you right now, so it should be something very obvious, right? But if there are several, write them down and see what are you ready to work with today, right? Because some of them may be just too big or too intense to handle right now or today. So that's fine. Take a note, put a pin in it, and work with something where you feel like you can make a difference, or that's bothering you the most, where you feel like you aren't going to be productive or balanced if you're not doing anything about it, like anything deep, right? So that's your nudge to prioritize that. Okay, so for feminines, we have Three of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Tower. So to me, I'm immediately seeing like rebellious spirit, not wanting to comply with the rules and collaborate to kind of make other people happy, right? Like this is like the standards of collaboration are breaking down in a good way, so that the old constructs can go and something new and better can emerge, something more loving and more healing, right? So this is part of that transformation and the pattern recognition, really, right? Like maybe you're giving of yourself too much when you're collaborating with someone else on a project, or you can take it as friendship, which is also collaboration in its way. Maybe you are kind of like downplaying your gifts and skills. Maybe you have leadership potential, but you always give in to someone else, right? To somebody who's louder, or who can manipulate better, or just trying to be a peacemaker, but not really being as productive or as creative as you could be. It's all kinds of things. So why we're not our fullest selves in these situations, right? So this is a way, this is an opportunity and a time to look at those and see what's not working and how you can make it different. But masculines, we have the Chariot in reverse, clarified by Knight of Swords. So masculines are trying to move things along their way. How to explain this? Like there is rebellious spirit here as well. So we can feel rebellion in both twins. But this is like the spirit is like trying to get the masculine like to the right route, to get from point A to point B the fastest, let's put it that way. Masculine's like, nope, I don't like that, you know, it's a mud road here, or this is just too simple, or I don't get nice views here, and they want to do things differently. They still want to move forward, but on their terms and the way they want, right? This is also Aquarius energy, by the way, the Swords, right? It's also kind of reckless, kind of like, my word stays, so like my way or the highway, right? And I don't care what you're trying to tell me. It's important for me to do things my way right now. That kind of energy. And for a lot of them, it means not really progressing, because it's more like an exploration. If you're not in alignment, but you're trying to do something else that you feel is right, a lot of times we do a kind of a detour and we come back to the main road, but it's not going to be as straight, it's not going to be as quick, it's going to take a lot more energy, but sometimes that's the only way to learn the necessary lessons. So let's just say in the summary that there is some resistance to the divine alignment and flow. And masculines feel like they want to do things differently. They want to do it their way. Additional question, we have Ace of Pentacles clarified by Seven of Swords. Ooh, what's the secret in this new phase, in this new life? Something that you don't know about the new beginning that's on the horizon. For feminines, we have Five of Cups clarified by the Fool. It will show you your insecurities, this new beginning. It could be with another person, not with your DM. It could be, of course, like a new work partnership, new friendship. Maybe you found a mentor or a student. But whatever this new thing is, and I'm getting it for a lot of people, it is a relationship. Or maybe you're buying a house, who knows, that could be it as well. The important part is that this situation will show you something painful about yourself, right? Like something where you're basing your judgment out of past failures or broken heart, or because there was a lost opportunity and you don't want to do that again, right? So it's very important to stay open-minded here and not be too prescriptive in your actions based on what happened in the past. For masculines, we have Four of Pentacles clarified by King of Wands. Yeah, so for what they don't know about this new beginning, that it's actually helping them to open up to, and it may look on the surface, may look like connection with another person. Like, how do I build a bridge? How do I show off myself? How do I get to know them? But, or like if you're buying a house, like how do I make the right choice, right? Buy a house of my dreams, so to speak. But in reality, it's actually helping them open up within themselves and be more knowledgeable and more aware of what's going on with them, right? To know themselves better, right? Because a lot of times when we're making external choices, we're checking back with how we feel about it, what is important to us, right? That's one of the ways, one of the sources of information. Because when we're placed in front of a choice of several options, then that's when we can weigh pros and cons, and we can decide, okay, this option is the best for me because, and that shows you what is that because, right? So that's what masculines are learning from this new opportunity. They're learning who they are, and they're learning more confidence and self-worth through this experience. Message on this Valentine's Day from feminine to masculine. The High Priestess clarified by Page of Cups. Yeah, so the feminine is saying that they're working on their divine femininity, their connection to the divine, and their intuition. They are sending a message of love telepathically today. They're sending that warm energy, and they want the masculines to know that no matter what's going on in 3D and how much you talk or you don't talk, or what's being said, or what kind of boundaries have been built so far, there is a lot of potential that they see with you in terms of emotional intimacy and the depths of the connection. So they're excited about that potential. And I love this pomegranate in her hand. To me, this is also like the desire to create and to enjoy this life. Beautiful. Message from masculines to feminines. We have Two of Swords clarified by the Moon, and there's a moon in the Two of Swords, by the way. So we have full moon on the 24th, so in about 10 days from now, which is not that far away actually. But masculines are basically saying they are slowly discovering what's going on beneath the surface, what's going on with their feelings and emotions, and how they've been sabotaging this relationship based on that capacity and that experience that they had, right? Based on how much their heart has been broken, based on social conditioning and things that they feel they are allowed or not allowed to do based on their identity and like different attributes, whether it's age or class or income level, ethnicity, like something like that, right? Like there are certain expectations or something that they've been brought up with, or maybe that their friends have been sharing with them and they've kind of have been following that pattern for a while. They're starting to see that, and they see how much they have been too rigid to this relationship and too and they lack generosity in terms of sharing of themselves, and but that was because a lot of them actually hid it so deeply that they didn't see it, so it was hard to kind of work with it and do something about it. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I wish you the best of the best on Valentine's Day. Wishing you love in all of its level, but first and foremost, self-love, self-care, and mindfulness on how you live your life. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very soon. Bye, everyone.